Hello, I'm Susan Stevenson. I'm the elementary music teacher at West Chatham, and I'm here today to do some drumming with you. Now, you might say, I can't drum. I don't have any drums with me, but you're going to find out today that you have lots of drums there at home. Today, we're going to do the following things. We're going to find out about the djembe, the tubano, and the conga drum. We're going to identify them visually so that you will recognize them when you see them. We're going to review quarter notes, quarter rests, and 2/8 notes so that you can play them in some rhythms with me. We're going to learn how to play open and bass tones on a drum. You're going to echo back some rhythms that I play for you while you're playing open and closed tones. And we're going to learn a drum piece that's entitled Flavours. Our I can statement for this lesson is, I can play an unpitched percussion instrument. Drums are an unpitched percussion instrument. Anything that you find at your home that you can use as a drum is an unpitched percussion instrument. Here are the standards that we're going to be learning from. Standard 2, play instruments. Standard 3, read and perform rhythms. Standard 9, learn how music fits in with history and culture. So let's get started. The first drum that I want to talk to you about today is the djembe. If you look, the djembe is a small drum sitting on the floor. A djembe is a rope-tuned, skin-covered, goblet-shaped drum. It's made in Africa out of hardwood, and it has a rawhide skin. It came originally from West Africa, and the word djembe means everyone gather in peace. Have you ever noticed that when someone starts playing music, people gather around? That's what happens when you drum. Our second drum is the conga drum. The conga is a tall, narrow, single-headed drum. It was created by Cuban people and African people. It was invented in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It's constructed of wood or a fiberglass shell, and again, a rawhide skin at the top. And it's used in salsa, Afro-Cuban jazz, and Latin rock. The final drum that we're going to use today is a tubano. Now, tubanos don't have an exciting origin. They were made by Remo. Remo is a company here in the United States that creates them out of lightweight materials. They're easy to tune and move, and they make perfect sense to use in school. Now, you might be saying, but I don't have drums at home. Yes, you do. I went looking through my house today, and I came up with a couple of drums. The first drum I found is this empty oatmeal container. I can set this drum down and strike it. I can strike this side. And if I were to put something inside of it, it would make an even cooler sound. The other drum that I found was in my garage. This is a bucket that I normally use when I'm washing my cars. Again, I can strike it. And if I wanted to get fancy, I could use some type of mallets. I found these spatulas in my kitchen. Changes the sound. Today, the drumming that we're going to be doing is hand drumming. And I'm going to use my bucket, just like you might be using a bucket at home. Now, the first thing we need to talk about are notes and rest. What makes up a rhythm? Well, I brought some notes and rest with me today. The first one that I brought with me is right here. This is a quarter note. It gets one beat of sound. Now, depending on where you go to school, you might count it in a different way. Some teachers simply use numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. Some teachers say ta for quarter notes. At my school, we use a different counting method. We say do for our quarter notes. The second thing that you need to know is that a rhythm has rest in it. In music, what you don't hear is just as important as what you do hear. This is a quarter rest. Whenever you see this symbol, it means to be silent for one beat. At my school, we touch our shoulders. That shows the beat is still there. It's just a silent beat. And then the last note that we're going to use today is one that really confuses a lot of people because it has two note heads, but it only gets one beat. This beam at the top means that it shares one beat. So today, we will be using quarter notes, 2/8 notes, and quarter rest in our rhythms. Now, when you play a drum, like the djembe, the conga, or the tubano, they are hand drums. You don't need sticks. In fact, you don't use sticks. You use your hands to drum. Now, there are two tones that we will use to play our drums today. The first tone is an open tone. It's a quick stroke, and you use the edge of your palm and your fingers. So the first thing you have to do, no matter what your drum is, you have to find the rim, the round part that makes up the edge. Then you take your hand and you do this. That is an open tone. A bass tone is a quick tone, but you use your whole hand and you hit in the center. Let me demonstrate to you what that actually sounds like on a tubano. Did you hear the difference in the tones? The open tones tend to be higher, while the bass tones are lower. Well, let's get started with some rhythms on our drum. I hope you have yours ready. The first thing I want you to do is echo back some open tone rhythms. I will play a rhythm for you, and then I will say, echo back. When I say that, it's your turn to play. So let's get started. And I'm going to use my bucket here, just like you're using a bucket at home. Here's my first open tone rhythm. Beat, beat, echo back. Were you able to play that rhythm and stay with the beat that I set? Let's try another open tone rhythm. Here we go. Beat, beat, echo back. Did you see how the rest got a full beat of silence? Let's try one more. Beat, beat, echo back. Those were rhythms using open tones, striking on the rim of your drum. You might notice that the middle slide says echo closed tone rhythms. Closed tone is just another way of saying bass because when you strike in the middle, you have a deeper tone. So this time, I'm going to use some bass tones to play my rhythm. Listen to the first one. Beat, beat, echo back. Ready for another? Beat, beat, echo back. Here's my next bass or closed tone rhythm for you to echo at home. Beat, beat, echo back. Do you notice that when I'm drumming, I'm alternating my hands. That's an important technique when you drum. Now let's mix it up a little bit. Let's echo some rhythms that have closed and open tones. You'll have to watch my hands to know which one to play when. Here's your first 4-beat rhythm. Beat, beat, echo back. Did you get it? The first 2 beats were open. The last 2 were the bass or closed tones. Here's my next rhythm. That was a little trickier. Let's see if you get it. Beat, beat, echo back. Hope you got it. Those are the types of tones that we'll be using in our drumming piece today. Let's play a song on our drums. The piece that we're going to play today is Flavours. I don't know about you, but I love ice cream. And this talks about all the different flavors of ice cream that you can hear. In this piece, there are 3 parts: a high drum part, a low drum part, and a medium drum part. Now, we haven't talked at all about pitch, but if you look at my drums, when I assigned parts to my drums, I picked the djembe to play the high pitch part because it's the smallest drum. I picked the conga to play the medium drum part, and I picked the tubano to play the low drum part. Maybe you can get 3 different sized drums at your house and play each one on a different sized drum. Let's learn our first part. I want you to notice that this doesn't look like a rhythm. That's because when we first learn a piece, we're going to learn it using words. If you look at the high drum part, you see that the rest are in the part. I'm going to speak the part first. I just want you to listen to me speak the high drum part. I'm going to show you the rest so that you can see I am resting for the entire piece. Here we go. Lime, sherbet. Would you like to try a little lime? Sherbet, sherbet, lime. The trickiest thing for most people comes between line 3 and line 4 of that part, because line 3 ends with a quarter rest and line 4 starts with a 1. Now let's think for a minute. When I say the word lime, that word is a quarter note because it's one word, one sound. When I say sherbet, it's 2 eighth notes because there are 2 syllables in that word. Now, when I say the word sherbet, some of you at home are saying, that's sherbet. Well, if you look at the word, we say it sherbet, but I want you to look at how it's really spelled. No matter how you spell it, it still tastes good. Let's try the first drum part. I want you to say it with me. Beat, beat, speak with me. Lime, sherbet. Would you like to try a little lime? Sherbet, sherbet, lime. Now that you can speak it, we're going to try to play it. Do you notice that some of the words in the high drum part have a line underneath them? If you look at the high drum part, the word lime has a line underneath it every time it's in the piece. The reason it has a line underneath it is because lime is going to be our bass tone. Every time I play lime, I'm going to take my full hand and strike in the middle of my drum. When I play sherbet, I'll be on the rim. But when I say lime, I'll be in the middle. So I'm going to play the first line. Then I'm going to say echo back, and I want you just to try the first line with me. Listen as I play it. Lime, sherbet. Did you get it? Watch one more time. Lime, sherbet. Now it's your turn. Do you have your drum ready? Beat, beat, drum with me. Lime, sherbet. Do you notice that line 1 and line 3 are exactly the same? So if you can drum line 1, of course you can drum line 3. Look at line 2. It goes like this. Would you like to try a little? Let me tell you a secret about that line. The whole line is made up of eighth notes. All of those words fit 4 pairs of these. Let me show you one more time. It goes like this. Would you like to try a little? Let's see if you can drum that with me. Get your hands ready. The whole line is on our open tones. Beat, beat, drum line 2. Would you like to try a little? Now, let's try something. Let's together play line 1 and line 2. Get your hands ready. The very first word is that bass tone. So get your hand ready to go in the middle of your drum. Beat, beat, drum with me. Lime, sherbet. Would you like to try a little? Now, line 3, you should be able to get the first time you see it because it is just like line 1. Here we go. Beat, beat, drum line 3. Lime, sherbet. Did you get it? Now, here comes the problem. Line 3 ends with a quarter rest. Line 4 starts with 1. So every time in my classroom when I say beat, beat, drum line 4, do you know what happens? There is always somebody that plays on that rest because they think it's time to start. So I wonder if I'm going to catch you at home. Listen to how it goes. Beat, beat, drum line 4, sherbet, lime. Watch one more time and remember the last word that you drum is full hand, middle of the drum. It is a bass tone. Line 4, beat, beat, drum line 4, sherbet, lime. Did I catch you? I don't know. You'll have to be honest with yourself. Are you ready to try the whole high drum part with me? Let's see if you can do it. Beat, beat, drum with me. Lime, sherbet. Would you like to try a little lime? Sherbet, sherbet, lime. Did you get those 2 quarter rests back to back? Sometimes I tell my students to think, don't play. Let's try it one more time, and if you made a mistake, let's see if you can fix it. Check your hand every time you play lime. It should be in the center of your drum because that's a bass tone. Let's go to the whole high drum part. I want you to drum it with me. Beat, beat, drum with me. Lime, sherbet. Would you like to try a little lime? Sherbet. Sherbet, lime. Did you get the whole part? I certainly hope so. Now, look at the medium drum part. Here's the reason there are 3 parts in this lesson. The reason is if you were in a class with other people, you would each learn a part and then you would layer them in. But we'll talk about layering in another lesson. Today we're just going to learn the 3 parts. Look at the medium drum part. The first word in that If I were to ask you to read it to me, you would probably say chocolate, because that's how we say it. But did you know that if you divide it into syllables, it's chocolate? So to make it fit with the other drum parts, we have to say chocolate when we drum it for this piece. Now, this is how you speak the medium drum part. It goes like this: chocolate, peppermint, strawberry cream, bubble gum green, cookies and cream. Let's take the different flavors and learn how to play them first. Chocolate, you use open tones and it goes like this: chocolate, beat, beat, echo back, chocolate. Peppermint is played the exact same way. Listen to me play it. Peppermint, beat, beat, echo back, peppermint. Now, when you do strawberry cream, there's a lot going on. The first thing is you have to hold straw for a full beat. Here's my rhythm for strawberry. It's strawberry, strawberry, and then you say cream, and here's the other tricky part. When you say cream, it's that bass tone. So it's strawberry cream. Echo back, strawberry cream. Now watch as I play it. You have to think about the rhythm and about the open and bass tones. This one's kind of tricky. It goes like this: strawberry cream. Watch one more time. Strawberry cream. Let's see if you can play that with me. Beat, beat, play with me. Strawberry cream. Did you get it? Let's try it once more just to be sure. Beat, beat, play with me. Strawberry cream. Look at bubble gum green. Do you recognize that rhythm? You should. It's the same rhythm as strawberry cream with different words. And just like cream was a bass tone, green is. So it goes like this: bubble gum green. The exact same thing. So it's bubble gum green. Let's see if you can do that with me. Beat, beat, drum with me. Bubble gum green. Did you get it? Now, cookies and cream. On the word cream, you have your bass tone. So it goes like this: cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. Let's see if you can drum that with me. Beat, beat, drum with me. Cookies and cream. Beat, beat, try again. Cookies and cream. I hope that you got that one. That's the whole medium part. So let's do this. Let's try the first line. I'll drum it. I'll let you echo back. Watch as I drum the first line. If you want, you can air drum at home to see if you've got it. Here we go. Chocolate, peppermint, strawberry cream. Beat, beat, echo back. Chocolate, peppermint, strawberry cream. Did you get it? Let's watch the second line. I'll drum it first. Bubble gum green, cookies and cream. Listen again. Bubble gum green, cookies and cream. Do you think you've got it? Try the second line with me. Beat, beat, drum line 2. Bubble gum green, cookies and cream. I think you're ready to try the whole medium drum part with me. Get your drum and let's see if you can do it. Beat, beat, drum with me. Chocolate, peppermint, strawberry cream. Bubble gum, green, cookies and cream. You know 2 parts. Let's go with the last part. Now, in my class, this last part is their favorite part. I wonder if you're going to be able to figure out why. When you say the word blueberry, it's the same exact rhythm that we had in strawberry. Now you've got blueberry. But the word blue has a bass tone, so it's blueberry. You do that twice, so it's blueberry, blueberry, and then the word ice. And after ice, it doesn't show it, but you have to go 2, 3, 4, so that you come in with everybody else. So the part goes like this. Listen as I drum it. Blueberry, blueberry, ice. 2, 3, 4. Blueberry, blueberry, ice. 2, 3. Let's see if you can drum that with me. Beat, beat, start with bass. Blueberry, blueberry, ice. 2, 3, 4. Blueberry, blueberry, ice. 2, 3. Now, I wonder if you figured out why that's my students' favorite part. It's because when they say the word ice, they go ice, and they get to hiss like a snake. So if you want to do that at home, that's fine. Let's drum the low part one more time. Beat, beat, drum with me. Blueberry, blueberry, ice. 2, 3, 4. Blueberry, blueberry, ice. 2, 3, 4. Now, there are 3 drum parts. And when we play this piece in my classroom, if you look at the blue rectangle on the side, at the top it says shakers. That means I have some students in my classroom that have maracas, and they're just shaking those drums. Then the low part enters, the medium part comes in after it, and then the high. Then the low part takes a break, then everybody plays. Then the medium part takes a place, then everybody plays. Then the high drum part takes a break, not a place, but a break, and then everybody plays. We won't get to put it all together today, but at home, you could take a screenshot of this and save it and see if you could actually teach this to some other family members and put it all together. So this is my drum piece called Flavours. I hope you're not hungry for ice cream. So let's review. What have we learned about today? Well, the first thing that we learned is that there are lots of different types of drums. We had a djembe, a conga, and a tubano. But if you're at home, you might have an oatmeal, a bucket, and a pan. Whatever you can find that you can use to drum on. We talked about rhythm. I hope that you remember that a rhythm is notes, that's the sounds that you hear, and rest. Those are the silences. Our whole piece was made up of rhythms. And then we learned 2 techniques. We learned an open tone and a closed tone. And we finished our lesson by playing the drum piece, Flavours. Thank you so much for drumming with me today. I hope that you had fun, and I'll see you again. Thank you.